Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to our channel, Mars versus Venus. Today, we're going to be talking about cheating. Is there a scenario where cheating is acceptable? Okay. So, babe, I put that question to you. Is there a scenario when cheating is acceptable? And I'll give you the layout for what I mean. So, let's just say your partner is sick or they had surgery. Surgery, most of the time you can get over that part. Of course, we have a co-host in the back and he laughs loud, y'all. He laughs like his mama, so he laughs really loud. But is there a scenario like if your spouse is sick and they're not able to have sex, is it okay for you to cheat? You would pick that up.
That is a difficult question to answer because I don't think there's a cookie cutter answer for that because I mean it depends. I mean, it's so many variables that could come into play, like the whole like are you devout Christians? Is this the only person that you've been with ever in your life sexually?
What does Christianity have to do with the cheating part? I'm trying to figure that part out.
That's what you gotta catch my key words. I said devout. So I think that there's levels. Well, as times change, I think there's levels to Christianity or religion in general. You have those who are holier than, and I'm talking about strictly in the Christianity space because that's a space I have knowledge of. But if the shoe fits, wear it. You have those that are holier than thou. You have those that, and there's a notch below that. There's those that are devout, and then you have those that seek guidance from a higher power. I think that those things. I don't think that there's is there some overlap between the three? Yes, but do they all move independently of one another? Yes. Holier than thou, no ifs, ands, or buts, the vows that you made, the words of the Bible, you live, you walk, you eat, you sleep, you crap, everything in the book from one end to the other. Those people, I don't think that there's any compromise. Do you have those that are devout Christians that like they eat some shellfish and they go to the casino
and gluttony
and they do gluttony.
But I guess my thing is you're bringing up religion when I don't do religion. I'm spiritual, but I'm just saying.
Asking me a question.
But I'm just saying with religion, I don't see how, because cheating hurts, right? It hurts people.
Yeah.
If you find out about it, so regardless if you're religious or not, somebody might get their feelings hurt. That's what I'm saying, because you brought religion into it. It doesn't matter about the religious part of it. I see what you're saying there. It's a variable.
But you're giving your view. You as the co-host, you gave me you're giving your view.
I didn't give my view. I asked you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You was on the process of expounding on that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like from this space. Now, if you want to talk about people who don't practice any type of religious ideology or whatever, atheist, I mean, whatever you want to call it, I don't know.
Or people who are just spiritual. I'm spiritual. I don't know.
I can't speak on.
There's an upper. I believe there's something, but I just don't know what it is. I'm just not like.
There's the thing where like the whole, like Chris Rock had a joke where he's saying, I'm not saying it's right, but I understand. Do I think that there is a space? And I mind you, this is a particular scenario where you have two individuals who are sexually active. They've lived their life. Their kids are gone. They got grandkids, but hey, they're living their life. They do, and then something happens to one or the other in the relationship where they cannot sexually fulfill going forward until they are not on this planet anymore. Is there a space to where I could see where the other individual would be considerate as long as it's respectful? Yeah. Do I think that that's in a lot of households? No.
But you don't have to be older. Like there are just some things.
Well, I'm giving you an example where I think it could be justified. Like if you're the
but that's
younger,
not cheating though, right?
I think it depends.
Because you say if the other person gives it go like, hey, I know that you're going to do this, then that's not really cheating because you're not doing it behind my back. You are upfront about like, oh, okay, I know.
But there's levels of cheating. There's emotional cheating. There's the physical cheating. There's the cheating isn't a it's not.
I'm saying physical. I'm saying physical because emotional. That person can still be there for you emotionally. They still can be intimate because intimacy is something different. It's different levels of intimacy.
Okay. Well, I guess the better question should be asked: is it wrong? So let's just say, you made your vows. Is it wrong?
What do you mean by vow? And I'm not saying just because cheating affects people who are in a committed relationship too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You said vowed. I'm saying I'm not limited to someone who's just married because you know.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, let's not even use vows. Let's just say that there's this etiquette that applies to a relationship.
Yeah,
it's understood, right? Are there scenarios where I could see it? Like if you tell somebody your story, they'll be like, dang, it's wrong, but I understand.
Right. Yeah.
Are there a lot of them? No.
So if it's like the person is sick and they can't do it, so they have cancer.
Yes. And
I can't. I just can't do it.
You can't. Yeah. But you're fulfilling every other thing. Yeah. You're there emotionally. You're there. All these things. But you gotta, as a male, you gotta drain the tank. Right?
I mean, you can drain your tank another way too. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well.
Because I guess for me, if you're saying you're hitting everything emotionally, sex, you definitely want sex, but if you're hitting everything else, I'm like, I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm not worried about it. I'm just not worried about it right now because you're doing everything else that I don't. But I'm a different person.
Well, what do you think then? I mean,
I think there's definitely some scenarios okay, my whole 3. I give you 3 warnings. I'm gonna tell you the first time. Listen.
You don't listen to you don't even follow your own dang principles.
I give you this time.
Maybe it's okay to admit it that you don't follow your own principles.
I give you the second time and the third time, and then if it's not like it's gonna be a problem. My thing too, if about fetishes, which I think you should be so honest about the fetish part.
That's bull. That's a bunch of bull.
Okay, well hold on. Let's just say, let's put it out here like that. Let's say, okay, we have a threesome, right? And then they say, oh my God, this was like the best time I've had. I just had it, whatever partner. Let's just say it's female, male, female. Is that how to do it? I think it's how to do it, whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And let's just say I've had the best time. I really want to do this again. And the other person was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to do it anymore. What do you do? And the other person's like, no, I really want to do.
No,
you can't do them.
That's a bad example. I get what you're saying.
Okay, maybe you got like a foot fetish, or maybe you like is it BDSM? Is that how you say it?
You tell me.
I think it's BDSM, bondage, discipline, something else and something, whatever. And the person is like, oh no, but I can't cause people pain, and I don't want to be in pain. And the person's like, I have to do that. Although BDSM is not about sexual all the time. It's not. Always about sex. But if the person can't do it, what do you do? Is it okay to cheat? Like, okay, I'm going to go out here to this club or to this mistress, what they call them, and I'm going to get that fulfilled. Is that okay?
No. And if any person says that.
But it's transactional.
No, if any person says that, I'm like, I call BS. Okay. So let me give you my scenario. Give me a rebuttal that's a scenario based. Let's just say the person that you're saying, the opposite person that didn't go out to seek it outside. They did it. It was a moment. They enjoyed it, and then one of the individuals like, I got to do this again, and other individuals like, no. We did it. It was fun. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't think that that's. I truly don't believe that's a reason to go out and do that. Now, if you're saying sexual period, here's where my line of separation is. Sex, no sex. That's my line. That's the line I'm drawing in the sand. If there is none involved, you're opening up things to be problematic to where a person will seek out things. If a person is saying we're having sex on a regular, but you're not getting anal on a regular. Oh, I want to go cheat to go get anal. No. If you're saying like I want to have threesomes once a month, no. Line of demarcation is sex. No sex.
For you.
All the other conversations are
for you, though.
Those are variables.
But that's for you. You're saying that.
Well, you know what? If that's the reason why you want to step out, then shame on you.
What?
Yes.
But
are you getting it? Or like, are you getting sex every single day? Yes. Are you getting sex every single day? Yeah. Are you experimenting with things every single day? Yeah. But you're not getting anal. Nah, I'm not getting anal. But that's the reason why I want to go out. I mean, think about that for a second.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a fetish, if you have
that's a fetish.
Okay, well then anal is a fetish. But what I'm saying, if it is a fetish, and the other person's like, no, like you're too big, I just cannot do it or whatever. Like, I just can't. We tried it and it just didn't.
Okay.
Anyway,
fine then. Okay, then I'll move on. And mind you, we're entertaining a conversation here. Fine,
but hold on. Let me finish it.
Compromise on something then.
Let me finish it.
Okay.
Let me finish it because it might not have been a fetish before, because you can grow into a fetish, right? Okay. That can happen. So if I really have to have this done and the other person don't do it, I don't think that it's okay. I don't know if it's okay or not. It depends on what it is. If it's something like, if it causes your partner's pain, I'm not into that. I'm not into pain and shit like that. That's not my thing. I'm not cool with that. If you want to do a threesome, I question it.
Why you say that?
If you want to do a threesome all the time, I question your relationship. I do your questioning all the time. Because then too, for me, okay, you want to do male, female. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's do 2 men and me. Mm-hmm. Let's see how you like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a good time. I don't know about you.
Okay.
So that's what I guess you said was a compromise thing. I don't know if the person is sick. I say it needs to have a discussion. So I don't think it's cheating, or it's totally like, because people don't know how to be side chicks anymore or side pieces anymore.
Stay in their lane, you mean?
They don't know people don't know how to stay in their lane. Like, if my partner
trying to disrupt houses,
right? Like, you got to be real careful with that. But if it's real respectful and the other person never knows and things like that, and they're sick, I don't because I never would find out, right? The person would never find out.
And that's where the thing is where you kind of like, if you're a third party person listening to it, you'd be like, damn, it's wrong, but I totally understand why you're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I get it.
That does happen. People have strokes. People are paralyzed on one side.
Yeah.
Sex people are more difficult, things like that. So I get it. Now, is there a time frame if your partner, like I had surgery, right? Mm-hmm. I had a really unique surgery that only happens to 1% of women.
Was it even 1%?
It's really rare. Mm-hmm. So I was not able to have sex for months at a time. Is that okay for you to cheat? If it was 7, 8, 9, 10, is that okay for you to cheat?
I'm going as long as their recovery on the other side, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Now, if this is the norm, the new norm, it might
need to be a discussion.
It might need to be a discussion.
But the thing, I think people fail to realize with cheating, it needs to be, it's levels to cheating. You keep that shit respectful. You don't let your emotions get involved when it comes to cheating. Mm-hmm. It's just like, your whole phase. My whole phase, hey, I'm gonna call whoever up and you need to come and do what you need to do, but you get out my house. Mm-hmm. That's how that shit is handled with me. Mm-hmm. These younger kids, they live more messy. They too messy for me. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying it needs to be like that because you don't need to get emotionally connected. People don't know how to separate connection from sex. Because mm-hmm. Me personally, I don't have to be connected with someone sexual. I don't have to be like connected with them emotionally to have sex with someone.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, it's the question. I mean, the conversation can go in so many different scenarios and have all these variables that can be thrown out there. It's just, I just think like at the end of the day, it's like if there's a situation that's taking place, is it temporary or permanent? That's the question. If it's temporary, what is temporary? And if it's permanent, what's permanent? Permanent is more
permanent. I mean, permanent is permanent.
Permanent in most cases.
Permanent is permanent.
Well, permanent in most cases, yeah. I worded that not that didn't come out right, but to me, those are where the line should be drawn. What's temporary? Like if temporary, like I mean, like I said, you said your situation. I don't know how long was it?
It was months.
It was I think it might have been 6 months.
It was
like 5-6 months. Yeah,
because they just Florida will mess you up.
Yeah.
Don't get surgery in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
boy.
It was a situation there, but I mean, like I don't know. I told you, like you just. Hey, you just adapt, as long as you got some.
Well, it was an end game. Huh? It was an end to it, It was an end to it.
True, yeah.
So, but if it's not an end to it, it's like, oh my God.
It could have been a problem.
That would have been.
No, I don't even say could.
It would have been a problem. Yeah. It would have been a problem for me too. Like that's just kind of, but anyways, I mean, but people need to understand. You've been cheating on. I've been cheating on. Mm-hmm. My first husband. I don't. Boy, he got me. I thought he was a dumbass.
Okay, but we can leave our exes off of him.
Well, I'm just saying. Like he got me. Like damn, I didn't think he was that smart to do it, and it doesn't feel good. Yeah. People need to understand that. Like when you do cheat, it doesn't feel good to the other person, and you need to be honest. I mean, and your ex did too.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. It is what it is.
So you take that risk too of sitting there hurting someone that you truly love, because like for me, like I said, she's not emotional.
But you don't think about those things because I mean, in all actuality, when you cheat, it's based in selfishness. You're not thinking about the other individual when you cheat. You don't.
You think about it.
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't. Because if you thought about it, then would you do it?
If you do think about it. I don't like to hear this. I don't like to hear this because you do think about it. If you take that ring off. No. Well, hold on. So you thought about
no. That's not what I'm
thinking. If you go purchase condoms,
you're not.
You think about that shit.
You're not. You're the okay. Well, I worded it. You might then take it.
Okay.
You don't think about the other person's feelings. Now, is that better? Because buying condoms and all this stuff has nothing to do with the other person's feelings.
Okay.
You don't think about the other person's feelings.
Okay.
Okay. Now that may have how I should have worded.
Yeah. I'm about to say you do think about you prep, you lie, you do all this other stuff.
You don't think about the other person's
in
feelings.
that moment. I think in that moment you don't think about a person's feelings.
Of course not.
Because because you would tell the truth.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't in that moment of having sex, you don't. Again, the shit is not, it's not emotional for me. I can have sex with someone who I'm not emotionally connected with. But, I'm probably rare when it comes to women, when it comes to stuff like that.
I mean, like generally speaking, what you said is correct. But I think it just depends on like common interest and frequency. There's other factors that, what you're saying is true, but then their emotions can get involved.
And that's the tricky part
if it's a like a cadence of conversation, frequency of conversation,
see, that's,
all these things,
but that's disrespectful.
It goes in one way and comes out the other way. And I know it kind of sounds real odd saying.
Yeah, that really is. I don't like how you worded that.
Yeah. Okay. We had 19 minutes, baby. So
yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I forgot to say that we're supposed to do it halftime, and we forget to do it. So we want to hear what you guys think about: is cheating ever acceptable? Is it? Or on the other hand, is it, well, my significant other or my partner cheated, I'm going to get back at your ass. Yeah. I didn't think about that too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it could be you kill my dog, I kill you. Oh, you unalive my dog, I unalive your cat.
Yeah, because especially, when you're talking about them animals.
Yeah.
It's crazy about that stuff. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys think. Leave some comments. Again, they help us grow. Don't forget to subscribe also. And then if you have something you want us to talk about, we can do that too. We're trying to mix it up. We saw the Carly, with her lying ass.
Yeah. Okay. So what you think about that? With now charges are basically on the horizon.
Did you see that picture? You see that mugshot?
Yeah. She was smiling. She was like, shit, man.
She was like, F y'all.
I'm at Club Fed right now.
Right. She was like, F y'all. My mama and daddy's gonna get me out. She's a spoiled brat.
So this is what I found out anew because we were talking about that. About the charges. So there were 2 charges. So remember I said it's a misdemeanor and up to 1 year jail time. There was 2 charges and they're both independent of one another. Now they'll run concurrently, but they're independent. Well, it was the fake 911 and it was something else, and both of them are fines and a year in jail.
It's a fine and a year in jail.
Both independent. So basically 2 fines. 2 years max.
But I don't think she'll get that though.
I don't think she'll get it, but she's going to get something. She's not walking away scot-free.
Yeah, because
they got to make an example.
Sherry Papini got the 18 months.
Yeah,
remember she got 18
but
months.
But it's a state-to-state thing, so it's a state level case. You got to remember that too. It's not federal, state.
Yeah, she's in Alabama. That is true.
But still, as of right now, at the most, it's 2 years.
She won't be smiling no more pictures no more because it stinks in women's jail. Yeah. It's not clean. I've never been. I don't want to go because I don't. I like to bathe every day.
But hey, but also I'll say this real quick and we'll wrap up. I'm not going to be like others and say like throw her life away, but no, of course. But because she made a horrible, stupid mistake and not considerate of other people. Because I remember they were saying like it was another missing woman, and her case just totally just was off the grid.
Which is people do. That's not cool to do that.
And obviously she wasn't thinking about this, didn't know it. But this is what happens when you do something so selfish. But hey, look, she's a young lady. She'll do her time and she'll be better on the other side.
And let me say this too. Please stop saying everybody has mental disorders.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
It's really starting to piss me off because it's just like your black card, right? Some people like, we don't want OJ, we don't want him. It's other black people that Candace Owens, we don't want her neither.
Yeah, and I'm an advocate. Actually, we both advocates of mental health.
Yeah, so stop saying people have mental health when some people are just selfish as hell and they're freaking brats. Yeah. And they need to be held accountable, and she needs to be held accountable. Because the mental health people, they don't want them.
Nope.
Because they'll tell you, no, that ain't bipolar. That is not bipolar. And that is not schizophrenia. It is not.
Yeah. We're advocates of mental health. We have had our therapy sessions. As a matter of fact, I have a bi-weekly sit down with a life coach right now. So, but yeah, so don't put those, don't just automatically insert people in those boxes because, like she said, we take those things very serious.
Yes. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap up. We about to go get something to eat, and we always have stuff we have to do.
Real quick. This is something else.
This is dope.
Shout out to the wife and the boys. They got your boy, what's it called? Kamado grill. This thing is huge. It can get up to 900 degrees. Now, I know this is like a shameless plug, but shout out to them. Thank you. I don't think I'll ever become an expert at it, but it's different than your regular smoke or grill. It intrigues me to try to experiment with it.
So, we'll post some pictures when you do.
So shout out to the wife and kids.
You're welcome. You deserve it, honey.
Yep. All right. With that being said, as always, you guys be safe.
Absolutely.
Go out there, find somebody, help somebody do a good deed without having any expectations in return. Because if everybody go out there and try to do something for somebody else, the world will be a better place.
Absolutely.
With that being said, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.